The Oxford English Dictionary has added nearly 1,000 new words to its dictionary. I'm going to give you some of my favorites coming up. Hey guys, welcome back to Book Your Imagination. My name is Anne. The Oxford English Dictionary has come out with a list of nearly 1,000 words to add to their dictionary. I was super excited. 1,000 words, what could they be? And the list is even entitled New Words List June 2018. So it sounds like it's like 1,000 new recent words. Yeah, I'm gonna give you some of them and I'll let you decide. So the first word is Facebook as an adjective. So that's not so bad and relatively recent. You Facebook something. So that one I think is okay. The second word is also an adjective, hip-hoppy. I'm sorry, I have never heard of hip-hoppy before, but I can imagine it would be used right before a word that I wouldn't normally say. Something like this. You can take your hip-hoppy and just march it right out that door. Or, I never want to see your hip-hoppy near me again. The next word I found interesting was hip-pop. Not hip-hop, hip-pop. Now, I'm going to assume they already have hip-hop in the dictionary if they're putting hip-hop in there. I looked in the Urban Dictionary for the definition of hip-hop, and it is a poser trying to convince everyone that they are a hip-hop rapper. Okay? Another definition said hip-hop is the mashup between hip-hop and pop music. Take your pick. The next new word is Jumbotron. I think that one is perfectly fine. Still relatively recent. This one is my favorite. Labelmaker. I don't think they make label makers anymore. Another new word, Zen. Yeah, they just added Zen to the dictionary. Do you want to know why they just added it? Who practices Zen? Monks. Yep, they just added monk to the dictionary too. This next group of words are sub-entries. A sub-entry is two or more words that are related to a primary entry in the dictionary. So I'm going to go through these pretty quickly. The first one is baked goods. Pretty sure baked goods have been around for half a century at least, maybe longer. Candy striper. Now, if you don't know what a candy striper is a volunteer at a hospital, usually a teenager, and they wear these red and white pinafores that make them look like candy canes. Candy stripers were founded in 1944. Okay, moving on. Critical thinking, flame grill, lab tech, lesser known, spoiler alert. I think that one's pretty good. Speech bubble. Now, a friend of mine didn't know what a speech bubble was, so spoiler alert, here's a speech bubble. Two more words on this list. Teen pregnancy, which has been around forever, and zero gravity. This phrase was first coined in the 1950s, so the Oxford English list has really needed to be updated for a long time. So I have a list of 5 words and 1 sub-entry that I think should be added to the dictionary. Here's my list. Babybump. This was first used around 2004, and it refers to a woman's pregnancy. Bromance. This was first used around 2008, and it is two heterosexual guys who really like each other and they like hanging out together. N-word and C-word. Not the underlying words themselves, but the exact phrase N-word and C-word. The underlying words are already in the dictionary. My last word is staycation. This was first used around 2003, and it means to stay home during your vacation. The one sub-entry I would add is trigger warning. The idea of triggers has been around for over 100 years, but the exact phrase trigger warning was first used either in the late 1990s or the early 2000s, so it's still a relatively new phrase. So those are the new words being added to the Oxford English Dictionary that I thought were interesting, and my list of words that I think should be added to the dictionary. I have a link to the full list of words in the description box below if you're interested. As always, this is #JMO, just my opinion. If you like what you see in here, please consider subscribing to my channel, give it a thumbs up, and leave me a comment below. Thank you for watching.